Shawn Mendes, the heartthrob known for his soulful ballads and chart-topping hits, has always had a special connection with his fans. From intimate concerts to heartfelt social media messages, Shawn has made it a point to show appreciation for the people who have supported him through thick and thin. But what happens when that love for his fans leads to a hilarious and unexpected mistake? In this story, Shawn decides to surprise one of his most dedicated fans with a visit. Except, in a twist of fate, he ends up knocking on the wrong door. What was supposed to be a sweet, spontaneous moment turns into a series of awkward, hilarious, and downright funny interactions that no one, least of all Shawn, could have predicted. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the story of Shawn Mendes' surprise fan visit. The day he walked into the wrong house. The plan for the surprise. It all started on a bright and sunny afternoon. Shawn was having one of those rare days off where he wasn't on a stage or recording in a studio. He had been scrolling through his social media when he stumbled upon a post from a fan, a young woman who had been supporting him from the very beginning. She had shared a video of herself singing along to one of his songs in her living room, and the heartfelt post caught his attention. He couldn't help but smile. She deserves a little surprise, Shawn thought to himself, getting a burst of inspiration. Without much planning, he decided to make her day by showing up at her house unannounced. He figured it would be a sweet personal touch, something his fans would truly appreciate. He texted his manager, set up the logistics, and before long, Shawn was in his car, heading to the fan's address. He was pumped. This was going to be a fun, feel-good moment. The mistaken identity. Shawn arrived at the neighborhood, parked his car down the street, and approached the house where he thought his fan lived. He had the address, but in the excitement of the surprise, he didn't double-check the house number. He walked up to a modest home with a flower pot by the door and a welcoming doormat. It seemed perfect. He rang the doorbell and waited, his heart racing in anticipation. A few moments later, the door swung open, and a bewildered woman stood there, staring up at him with wide eyes. "Uh, can I help you?" she asked, completely confused. Shawn grinned, excited to surprise her. "Hi, I'm Shawn. I've been following your posts online, and I just wanted to surprise you with a little visit. I'm a huge fan of your support." The woman blinked, her face frozen in shock. "Wait, what? Shawn Mendes?" She glanced around, clearly unsure of what was happening. Shawn laughed, sensing the awkwardness. "Yeah, is this where you live? I saw your post about singing to my song." The woman hesitated. "I think you got the wrong house," she said, still processing. "I don't know who's posting that, but this definitely isn't my house." Shawn's face fell for a split second, his excitement turning to confusion. "Wait, what do you mean?" She pointed to the side of the house. "You might want to try next door." Shawn stood there for a moment, feeling a wave of embarrassment wash over him. He had, in fact, knocked on the wrong door. Mid-story break. Before we dive further into Shawn's hilarious misadventure, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you're enjoying this funny, unexpected twist in Shawn's day, stay tuned for more behind-the-scenes celebrity stories, unexpected moments, and relatable fun. Trust us, you won't want to miss what happens next. The neighbor's house. A royal mix-up. With his face turning a shade of red, Shawn apologized profusely, but the woman wasn't upset at all. In fact, she found the whole thing pretty amusing. "I mean, this is hilarious," she said, still chuckling. "But don't worry about it. I'll let you off the hook. Go surprise the right person." Shawn waved goodbye, a bit embarrassed, and moved on to the house next door. As he approached the correct house, he knocked again, this time with a little more hesitation. He was hoping this time he would actually be where he intended to be. This time, the door opened with a loud creak. A middle-aged man appeared, looking down at the doorbell. "Can I help you?" Shawn immediately realized his mistake. "Oh no, I'm so sorry. I was trying to visit someone in the neighborhood, but I think I went to the wrong house again." The man looked him over, blinking in confusion. "Wait, you're Shawn Mendes?" Shawn nodded sheepishly, feeling like a total mess now. Yeah, sorry about this. I'm looking for a fan who lives here. She's been really supportive and before he could finish, the man started laughing. Well, this is the most random thing to happen in a long time. He stepped aside. Come on in. You're not just walking into my house without saying hi now. The unexpected guests. Shawn reluctantly stepped inside the house, wondering if things could get any weirder. As he looked around, he realized this was definitely not the fans' home. It was filled with the unmistakable clutter of family life, papers scattered on the kitchen counter, kids' drawings taped to the refrigerator, and half-eaten pizza on the coffee table. Oh, sorry, I really wasn't expecting. Shawn trailed off, trying to find a way to exit gracefully. But before he could turn around, the man invited him in further. Look, my wife's going to flip when she hears this. She's a huge fan too, and the kids are going to go crazy, he said, pulling out his phone. Hold on, I'll get a picture. I've got to show this to the family. Shawn sighed, now deep in the mix of this hilarious, unintended stop. His surprise visit had gone from awkward to even more awkward. But in the end, he was happy to make the best of it. He smiled for the photo with the man who snapped a quick selfie. A few moments later, the wife returned home, her eyes widening in disbelief when she saw Shawn standing in her living room. What on earth? Are you serious? How did you get in here? It wasn't long before the kids came running in, clearly confused by the situation. The entire family was delighted, and Shawn realized that despite the mix-up, he had still managed to brighten someone's day. The real fan. Finally, eventually, Shawn managed to find the correct house after a few more confusing turns, and this time everything went according to plan. He knocked on the right door, and this time the fan opened it, genuine shock and happiness filling her face when she realized it was actually Shawn Mendes standing in front of her. I can't believe this is happening, she exclaimed. Are you really here? Shawn, grinning ear to ear, waved off the earlier mix-ups. Yeah, I'm really here. Sorry about that. First, I ended up in the wrong house, and then, well, let's just say I made a few wrong turns. But I'm so happy to finally be here. They laughed together, and for the next few minutes, they chatted about music, life, and everything in between, as Shawn surprised his fan just the way he had planned from the start. Conclusion. Shawn's fan visit may not have gone as planned, but it turned out to be one of the funniest, most memorable moments of his day. From knocking on the wrong door to winding up in an entirely stranger's house, this little mix-up made for one hilarious story that no one, least of all Shawn, would forget. In the end, it wasn't about perfection. It was about the joy, the human connection, and the laughter that came from embracing the unexpected. All to action. If you enjoy this hilarious tale of Shawn Mendes' surprise fan visit gone wrong, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We've got plenty more stories, funny moments, and behind-the-scenes peeks at your favorite celebrities. Join us for more laughs and stay tuned for the next adventure.